Hi there, my name is James Davis from Upad, and today I'm joined by David Cox, Chief Exec of ARLA Property Mark. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon.
I just wanted to briefly talk through what your thoughts were on the rate that rents have been increasing in the private rental sector versus what people's salaries have. And there's almost running a two-horse race, and there's a growing void there. And I suppose my concern from a Upad perspective and as a landlord is the proportion of someone's take-home pay going on rent going to get to a point where it just goes beyond that safe zone that landlords should be looking for? What are your thoughts on that?
It's certainly an interesting issue, and it is an issue that we do need to address. And yes, rents are increasing. Interestingly though, if you look at something like the Survey of English Housing, private rents are not going up at anywhere near the level that social rents are going up. Private rents are, as they always have been, very much pegged to the housing market. The problem we have in this country, and it is a massive problem, that is getting worse and worse every year, is we're not building enough houses. Yeah. We have got to build more houses. If you look at the statistics that the government put out, it looks like for every one house built, 4 new households are created. Yeah. At which point, if we're only building a quarter of the number of homes that need to be built every year, how are we ever going to house our population? There is an ever-increasing backlog, and I think the only thing that can happen is a massive government house building programme. Yeah. We have got to go back to the 60s and the 70s when we were producing 350,000 homes a year. Yeah. 120 to 150,000 of those were coming from the private sector, same figures as they are today. The other 200,000 were coming from the social sector and the government building. We've got to go back to something like that.
And since Thatcher has basically sold off, there's been no new building since then, and it is a massive void, and every week or month that goes past, that void just gets bigger and bigger as we have to play catch-up with the years we've got to play up.
Absolutely, and we're seeing government policies coming out of all the parties that are bashing landlords at the moment, really to try and detract from their own failures to build houses. Yeah,
and it would be interesting if private landlords did leave the space, who would actually house an ever-growing private rental sector. But,
exactly.
I don't think anybody has an answer to that, even our own government, if they actually looked at the situation themselves. Indeed. David, thank you so much again for joining us. This has been David Cox from ARLA Property Mark. My name is James Davis from Upad. Thank you very much indeed for watching.
Thank you.